If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up traders, this is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for TENCENT holding with the ticker symbol TCEHY. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So it looks like TENCENT also had a massive rally up back here in the 15th of March, which led to a huge gain. Let's take a look at the price rise. It was like a 38 to 40% rise in price action in less than a few days. What was that caused by? It was caused by being super extended from the EMA, and prices had to snap back. So there was this channel working lower. Inside this yellow channel, you can see the prices are being supported. Finally, prices just took a massive dump, kind of like a capitulation or a climax point for sellers. And then the next day later, we pretty much reversed. A large amount came back right back to the EMA, which acts as a magnet. And I'm pretty sure most people were like, oh, what news event caused that? And you can see that this was even before earnings. So we had a massive move up before earnings. So earnings wasn't the cause of that massive move up. It was just all technicals. So now we had that massive move up, but what have we been doing since? Well, we've just been consolidating. You see that we're still getting rejected by the 21 bar EMA, and we're kind of just going sideways. So I can draw a congestion or a range for the sideways price action. So this is what looks like prices are respecting: the 46.60 level for support and the 51.71 level for resistance. So we're just going sideways. There's some indecision in the market. We're not seeing any trend forming right now. Let's just say the bulls win out and we start trending higher. We're probably going to make a measured move up because we had a large impulse, and this could just be like a flag pattern. And the target that I would have is the 59 or the $60 level. But if we start selling off and continue lower, where can we go? We're probably going to fill in this huge gap caused by the buyers, and maybe even back down to the lows to retest it at the $37 or $38 level. Let me zoom out a little bit more on the chart. You can see that there was this range for several months. Price action was going sideways for several months, and finally there was a break of the pattern, which normally is going to happen eventually. Prices aren't going to be following the same pattern. And when we do get a break of a pattern, especially if it's a range, we get a measured move of it usually. And this target was right at the 43.48 level, but we exceeded it by a large amount, and that's probably another reason why we rushed back up to the EMA, because we're super extended. If I zoom out even a little bit more, let's take a look at the downtrend that was previously holding down prices. So we had this channel right here. Let me go and shrink the y-axis. So we had this channel working right here. Let's go and make this orange. But then we had a break outside of this pattern and a move to a new low, and prices continue to trend lower and lower. So there must have been a bigger channel in play, and it looks like prices were respecting this one right here. This channel fit against the price action pretty good. Let's go and adjust this a little bit better. That's close enough. And we got the first break right here. Eventually prices went back down to retest the lows, but again, it took several months. So even if we have a first break of a pattern, which was this orange downtrend channel, usually prices go back down to retest the lows. If it's a downtrend, we usually go back up to retest the highs if it's an uptrend. So eventually we did it, and now we reverse strongly. So buyers don't know what to do as of right now. Are they gonna buy the market up and get another leg up? And sellers don't know what to do either, because we kind of had a downtrend pattern finish off and we just had a massive push up. So I think people are scared to go long, people are scared to go short. So we're just kind of chopping back and forth in this small range. So we'll have to wait and see what prices eventually want to do. I'm expecting a little bit more higher prices. We could come back to retest this breakout at the $54, $55 level, and maybe even come back all the way to the measured move target at the $60 level. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a little bit more higher prices before reevaluating if prices want to continue much higher or we go back down to the lows. So let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. Here we have the weekly chart for Tencent. Let's go ahead and quickly draw out the patterns that I discussed on the daily chart, which was this downtrend channel. So you can see that how all these price bars are respecting it pretty nicely. Every time we came to the resistance side, prices got rejected, and once we came to the support, it was holding prices up and it bounced prices to the top side. So just kind of like a pinball. Eventually prices broke the pattern and we went range bound for several months. Excuse me. Let's go and make this green. And then we had a break outside of this pattern and a move to a new low. And right now we got a massive amount of buying because prices bounced from a very strong support level. You can see that in history or the past price action, this was a very strong level at the $40 level. $40 is a nice round psychological number. So we had several bounces here. Buyers did not let sellers drop down the market, and this led to a massive rally. So we came back again to that point in history, and we got a nice bounce up, but we're not getting any follow through like we did in the past because we kind of have this downtrend bias still in place. We're kind of just going sideways as of right now. We could get another push up, or we can come back down to the lows, maybe get a double bottom, and then traders will be like, okay, we got a second test of this very strong support level, so maybe that will give them more evidence to go long. So right now there's not a lot of evidence to go long or short. That's why we're kind of just going sideways, and it's just pretty much anyone's guess on what's going to happen next. So let's take a look at the overall pattern before I wrap up the video. And the overall pattern is still an uptrend. You can see that most of these, we're still making higher highs, higher lows, but it's very extreme. We make very large waves up and down instead of like a nice calmer uptrend. So it's still an uptrend, but a wide uptrend. So let's connect the swings, and you can see that every time we came to the support side, we got a bounce. Every time we came to the top side, we got rejected. Maybe the channel wasn't that high up. Maybe it was something like this. This would also make sense, and that would lead to us getting a breakout side on this side of the channel, which is what we got because we got overextended on the top side and we got overextended on the bottom side. Let me go and erase the drawings and show you guys one more time because this is very important because the market is symmetrical. So we had this nice channel working up. Eventually prices broke the top side. Let me go and adjust this a little bit better. So we had a breakout on the top side, got super extended from the EMA, and then we rushed back down to lows, and then we had a breakout side on the opposite side of the channel, and we got super extended and we rushed back to the EMA. So as of right now, we haven't got back to the EMA, kind of consolidating. We'll have to wait and see if the $40 support level will hold or not. If it is, there's a strong possibility to go back up to retest the previous all-time highs because this is the first break of the green channel. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm bullish long-term for stocks, especially Chinese stocks. As right now, the chart really isn't showing any bullish signs. This is the pattern that I want to see occur. Prices making higher highs, higher low, and building support. As right now, we're kind of like at the starting point of an uptrend, but it's really not forming as right now. So that's kind of where we are at with Tencent and a bunch of other Chinese stocks. I give you guys an update if anything else changes. And thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.